How these drivers can control these cars as Paul O'Brien, Larry Hayes cross the line to start the to trip that timing loop. Paul Smith checks in and goes, "Let's go Toyota of Redlands teams." Yep, they'll be coming out here in just a bit. I wonder why Paul's not here. Paul, are you here? So our current points leader, Larry Hayes, has a pretty comfortable lead in points with a total of 311. Corey Weller, who's not here, is second with 218, and Jason, who's also not here, with a 208. So, yep, green comes out just like that. Paul O'Brien is off and running. Larry Hayes will cross the line in second. Kind of caught sleeping, I think, a little bit. Relax there, big shooter.
Hello.
So Paul O'Brien gets the whole shot easily over the rest of the field. I'm trying to find out what the weather's like in Northern Ontario right now. One of our fans has checked in. He hasn't responded yet.
Did you say, what's the weather like, eh?
Yeah, Tom Benevenuti.
Oh, Benevenuti, okay.
He's a retired farmer. I think he is a...
How do you retire from being a farmer? I think that's a lifetime commitment, isn't
it? It kind of is, because I think he still has animals on the farm, but he's also... I don't think he's retired yet, but he's either he is or was a volunteer fire chief.
Oh, nice. Well, look at this. Paul O'Brien, not surprised, see him right back in his form again, but Larry Hayes, he's our points leader going into this right now. So all Paul's going to do is just spoil a little bit on the points there.
The only points he scored was in qualifying.
Top qualifier, yeah. So it's not going to make a difference right now. Larry Hayes with 311 points, 218 to Corey Weller.
I think
I've heard of the Wellers. I'd remember them better if they were here. But great people, love her and Jason. I know we'll be seeing them at the Hammers.
I think Paul O'Brien is kind of like, you know what? Hey, dude, you're lucky I haven't been here all summer.
Yeah. Paul is fast. I'll tell you, he's won a couple championships. We've seen him just go. And it's like all of a sudden this guy showed up one day. And I remember saying, who the hell is Paul O'Brien? So the joke became, and he made some shirts. But, man, he has really gotten fast, you know. He's a racer at heart and translates from other sports very well. Once a racer, always a racer, I say. Never lose it. Just might get a little slow. So O'Brien, look at the lead. He's already popped out. But I tell you, I love the sound of these things. There's nothing like them.
Kind of remind me of the new property that we bought in Oklahoma. I went into one of the sheds, and there's like a big old honking. They call them mud daubers. They're like black wasps.
Oh, I know what they are.
About like that big.
Yeah.
And the stupid guy I was with, a buddy of mine, threw a big brick at the nest that was the size of a basketball. Oh! That's what it sounded like right there when they came out of that
nest.
That
wasn't a hornet?
No, they're big black things.
Yeah, I know. They're big black hornets. And they make a ball.
Yeah.
Paper
like I
ball.
said, did you hear what?
Yeah, I know. Wasps build up a little...
a pear-shaped kind of thing.
Yeah, basically. And hornets build like a basketball.
Yeah. Well, I got the hell out of there.
And they bite and sing. So they get you twice.
It didn't matter. I got the hell out of there. He thought it was funnier than heck. I'm like, no. So Adam, I don't know where you went, but you are watching us again?
Is he shining his pro buggy?
I don't know. He's doing something with it.
Because God knows he's not racing it.
Yeah, should be pretty damn shiny by now.
Yeah, I know.
That's a lot of races he's watched as he's polishing his exhaust.
His tires are clean and new.
Yeah. No reason for them to ever be wore out.
So Paul O'Brien pretty much just running away with this. Larry Hayes, Robert Gutierrez, and Sammy Nino. Ooh, Sammy's machine sounds really good. So great class. These are custom built. They're two-wheel drive, not four-wheel drive. So kind of like power to weight ratio, a Mini Pro 2.
And I can't help but think that the back of that car constantly wants to come around and pass the front end.
You got to learn throttle control on these, I'm
Woo!
sure. I've driven a lot of different stuff, but I have not driven one of those SR1s.
I wonder if Corey could give us, if she's still tuned in, if she could give us a little insight. As they cross the line and take the comp yellow. Maybe she give us some insight. I mean, she's driven everything from a Pro 4, and obviously she's one of the best, if not the best, SR1 driver out there.
Right now, Paul Bryan is. Paul O'Brien. Because Corey was here, I'd say she's the best. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Corey, I'll hold them down for you next time you see them.
Corey and Jason, it's great seeing them both race again.
She better be making sandwiches. It's past lunchtime.
So that Can-Am 6x6 has collected the field. They're going to bring around. We're at the halfway point here. 5 down, 5 to go. Here for the Weller Racing SR1 UTVs.
Another one of our Midwest guys have checked in, Josh Sakovitz. Called that name off more than a few times. Not for the last 3 or 4 years, but prior to that, called his name quite a few times from the track. So, Josh, what's your story for next year? Let us know. 2023, what do you got planned?
Is he getting back to you yet?
Not yet. I just called him out on it. So.
I don't know how fast the type
We got to travel up to that satellite.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Shoot it back down.
So used to instant gratification.
I'm not going there. So, have you seen anybody from ORW here?
No, I saw that Greg is pre-running down in Mexico.
I was wondering if his son was running
1000.
or not.
Yeah, I was hoping Lake was going to run. That kid has come a far way. I know he's been doing the Works Racing Series and doing, short course when he gets a chance there. They're so busy, and Dad racing Baja. Look at Paul just on the gas.
I did notice something. His car looks like it's handling differently than everybody else. And he looks like he's running lower tire pressures, at least in the back.
It really squats,
It
too.
squatted, and I won't say the tires rippled like a drag car, but they sure were on the flat
A
side.
little sidewall wrap.
Yeah, yep, a little bit.
Not running that low, but I'll tell you, man, he's got some good beat locks on there if he is, because he really hung that thing out, hung that rear end around that left-hander.
As they hit that big jump in the infield, going from left to right, we're sitting right directly in front of one of those light towers. I want to say he's the first, Paul O'Brien's the first driver to clear the light pole off that jump.
Yeah.
That's sailing. I want to say that's
Yeah.
probably pushing 100, 110 feet. So we got Josh. Josh, I'm sorry, I'm going to screw this up. Josh Scheudemann. He's going to be running the Pro-Am again next year. So
Scheudemann?
So that's good to hear.
So Paul O'Brien right now at 51.51 or 51.334 to the fast time of Harry's of 52.473. Wow. No, I just love it hearing anybody's just going to be running the series. And, you know, I don't care where they're racing as long as they're racing.
Yeah.
It's great to see people still having the passion for it. And short course, such a awesome sport and great people to be surrounded by for sure. And we got a battle going on between Gutierrez and Nino. Sammy Nino now getting by.
They're having
Gutierrez.
fun.
Yep.
Wow.
That's a podium spot battle we're watching.
You know, the racing world is just such a small pie to begin with. I don't care if it's NHRA, NASCAR, short course, whatever it is, desert racing. There's not a lot of racers out there. There's not a lot. And then short course, in particular, is a really, really tiny piece of that pie. But yet everybody knows about it. Other racers.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Johnson brought it up, off-road racing, in his press release or press conference last week.
That's where he cut his teeth. Motorcycles.
I got all excited when he mentioned that, you know, off-road is in his future. I got all excited, but then as I'm tooting down the highway heading home, I tempered my enthusiasm a little bit because it's like I really think short course would beat him up too much. But is just a little bit too much on the aggressive side for him. So I'm thinking desert racing is probably what he was referencing.
Yeah, I can see desert. Short course is a little bit more. But you know what? I mean, other than a trophy truck, but still, they'll beat you up.
You don't think he's going up there in a UTV, do you?
No.
All right, then.
I don't think so. I think he's won a Cadillac.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He might know some people. Well, he could be running one of those speed UTVs.
I'm going on a limb here when I say fat chance in hell.
Yeah, I know.
And the checkered flag's coming out. Let's see who we got. You!
That Paul O'Brien guy.
Oh, excellent drone shot as O'Brien crosses the line. Larry Hayes right behind him. As the rest of the field comes around the final turn. Ah, such a cool drone shot. But I think all that Larry needs to do, I'm pretty much beyond wondering, but all he has to do tomorrow is take the green flag and it's his.
Yep, that's all he's got to do. I think he's got enough points not even starting. Now, some classes, they take their low score and run it out through a roundup, but I don't think this is one of them. It might be.
Still.
It could be. Yes, still. All right, well, I'm going to go talk to our boys down there.
Our next race of the afternoon will be mod carts. So don't go anywhere, Alexia. Drake is coming trackside in a few minutes. So we'll send Dave Arnold down trackside one more time. You do realize your classes aren't going anywhere, so you don't have to put them in that every single time. So I got a minute again. I want to reference Tom Benevenuti. Tom, if you're still tuned in, I'm really interested and very curious to find out what the weather is like up there in Northern Ontario as we send Dave Arnold down trackside and our top three finishers in the Weller Racing SR1 division. There's some more cool shots right there. Hey, Josh, that's nothing to be sad about. Snowing in Green Bay in November. I'm kind of like, no kidding, huh? Use this opportunity to go next door or down the road to somebody that might be on the older side and shovel their sidewalk for them if it needs it. But I'm really glad you guys are tuned in all the way from Green Bay, my former hometown. Lead Perfect is down trackside. Congratulate our top 3 finishers as one of our drivers is still crawling out of the car. All 3 are now headed up towards the podium. Dave Arnold, get those guys up there, man.
Yeah, they're slow. Robert Gutierrez here coming in third, Larry Hayes. And who the hell is Paul O'Brien is back on top of the box. So we're going to talk to, how you doing, man? Good race, having fun?
Yeah, I'm exhausted. This is the first time in the car racing it. It was a blast. Me and my buddy Sam, we decided Wednesday to come race, and it was the best decision, but we got some learning to catch up to these guys because they're quick.
Well, I saw you and Sam are going back and forth position. You were back and forth, and you made that little move on him there.
Yeah, and after that, I was like, okay, we could play a little bit if you want to, but not on the white flag because I'm going. So, no, it was fun because I messed up. I kicked real bad off the back, and he was able to get me. So we grew up together racing, so it's always fun that way.
Well, it's always good to get a race with your friends there, but I know you probably got some people to thank for being up here today.
Just family and friends. So that's it.
That's awesome. Uncle Terrace, everybody. Welcome to short course here in the SR1 class. Thanks to Weller. And here's Larry Hayes, Mr. Points Leader. Pretty much, I think you just got to start tomorrow and just wrap that championship up. But still, you get to come play with these guys. It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's great. Thank Paul and Teresa for coming. They drove such a long way, so I'll probably give them tomorrow's race too. And yeah, the track's awesome. Thank Lee and Poppy and the whole gas series. Fans for coming out. We should have need to do some more advertising. We should have a bunch of drunken hillbillies out here yelling. So.
And we don't?
And what? And we don't? We need more. I want to thank my wife Susie for spotting and supporting me, and that's it.
We'll give it up for Larry Hayes, our points leader. All you do is get a start. And, man, so great to see Paul back here. And, had championships, Production 1000, but back a little bit in your roots, the SR1s. And it's kind of cool to see that.
Yeah, I didn't even plan on race this year, but, you guys announced the new schedule next year. That looked a little exciting, so I thought I better dust this thing off and make sure it still runs, come out and do a little racing. So, yeah, we got here. Tough start. We had some trailer issues. Everything was against us, but we got here. Larry, he convinced me to come out, so it was awesome. We're very glad we came.
Well, I'm glad you come, and I know you probably got some people to thank.
Yeah, my wife, we both just said we're pretty glad we came back out. Weller Racing, they're not here this weekend, but they're kind of the originators of this class, and it's just an awesome class. Lucas Oil, they're not even really my sponsor anymore, but anytime I order some oil, they give it to me. So thanks to Lucas Oil, Lee and Poppy for still doing this. Larry, thanks for giving that to me. I know you're the points leader. Appreciate that. 2 new guys, 2 old guys, 2 new guys. So kind of a good weekend, and hopefully these guys stick. We can grow the class.
Yeah, I love seeing that. So great to have you back. Again, Paul O'Brien, our winner. So again, great to have Robert Gutierrez here. That's awesome. Of course, Larry Hayes, points leader, making it happen. And back to his winning ways, Paul O'Brien.
Well, congratulations one more time to our top 3 finishers in the Weller Racing SR1. Getting ready now for our next race of the afternoon. It's going to be the final kids class of modified carts. Our schedule to come out here. 12 cars strong. And oftentimes said by either myself, Dave, or almost all the fans that this usually is the best race of the day, bar none. The speed that these kids carry around this racetrack is